Up until now, we've explored the breath through physiology and the nervous system. Here in Module 4, we step into how breath interfaces with the energetic body, not as belief, not as metaphor, but as lived experience. The goal here is not awakening experiences, it's clarity, safety, and discernment. This is where technique begins and where restraint matters most. The energetic body, the koshas. Yoga describes 5 layers of experience called the koshas. Breathwork operates most directly in the Prāṇāyāma kosha, the energy body. But when prana flows more freely, its effects actually ripple outward. The body softens, the mind settles, emotions move without force, insight arises naturally. We don't try to access higher layers directly. With the breath, we clear the pathway beneath them. This is a core principle of the clear path method. Nāḍīs in the nervous system. Yoga describes these 2 primary energetic channels, the Ida and the Pingala. Ida reflects cooling, receptive, parasympathetic tone. Pingala reflects warming, mobilizing, sympathetic tone. When these channels are balanced, energy can move through the central channel, the Sushumna. Practices like Nāḍī Shodhana don't necessarily awaken anything, but they balance what's already active. This mirrors what we've already learned physiologically, that regulation precedes expansion. Chakras and sensation. Chakras are not symbols. They are intersection points where physiology, emotion, attention, and meaning meet. Sensations like heat, pressure, emotion, or imagery often arise here. These sensations are signs of movement, not milestones. As facilitators, we observe without inflating the experience. We normalize sensation without assigning narrative. Sensation is information, it's not proof of progress. Before naming techniques, it's important to set the frame. Mudrās, bandhas, kumbhaka, and pranayama do not create energy. They direct, refine, and contain what is already moving. Energy follows attention. Attention follows regulation. Our role is not activation. It's pacing, sequencing, and containment. There are a few techniques that function as anchors in facilitation as it relates to pranayama. Nāḍī Shodhana is often the safest place to begin. It balances Ida and Pingala, calms mental noise, and stabilizes the nervous system. Ujjayi creates audible feedback. It lengthens the breath and anchors attention, which can be helpful when someone feels scattered or dissociated. These aren't flashy techniques, they're foundational tools. Energizing and soothing techniques. There are some pranayama techniques that increase activation. Kapalabhati uses forceful exhalation to stimulate energy and clear stagnation. It can be useful for lethargy, not necessarily anxiety. Bhastrika is highly activating. It raises sympathetic charge and emotional intensity. This is not a first-line technique in facilitation. Other techniques are inherently soothing. Brahmari, or bumblebee or humming breath, stimulates the vagus nerve through vibration. It's one of the most accessible tools for anxiety, grief, or overwhelm. A key principle to hold here: activation without containment creates dysregulation. Some cooling and grounding practices, right? Not everything needs to go up. Sitali and Sitkari cool excess heat and agitation. They're simple, effective, and often overlooked. And this is where yogic wisdom shows its maturity. Balance before intensity. Bandhas, mudrās, and kumbhaka. Bandhas and kumbhaka amplify whatever state is already present. That's why they're introduced after regulation, not before. Sahaja kumbhaka, the natural pause, matters more than forcing breath holds. When breath stops on its own, awareness deepens without strain. Forced retention trains effort. Natural suspension reflects readiness. Again, sensation is information, not proof of progress. As facilitators, our skill is not intensity, it's discernment. Breath becomes powerful when it's matched to the nervous system, the moment and the person in front of us.